Only 6 people came to his funeral. No priest. No flag. No nation stood beside him. And yet, he had once moved a nation with his words alone. Thomas Paine was born in England in 1737. Not to nobility. Not to wealth. His father was a Quaker, his mother an Anglican. He grew up between faiths, between classes, between futures. At 16, he left home. He wandered from job to job, sailor, teacher, shopkeeper, tax collector. He failed, fell, and started again. But there was one thing he never failed at: writing. In London, he wrote essays against injustice, poverty, and privilege. Benjamin Franklin read his words and recognized the spark. He gave Paine a letter of recommendation. And in 1774, Thomas Paine sailed for America. 2 years later, in the streets of Philadelphia, a small pamphlet began to spread like wildfire. Its title, Common Sense. It said what others feared to say: that kings were parasites. That America must be free. It sold over 100,000 copies, a colossal number at the time. It didn't argue. It roared. It didn't plead. It commanded. It gave voice to an unspoken hunger for liberty. And yet, when America won its freedom, Thomas Paine found himself unwelcome. He kept writing. He warned, power always corrupts. The new leaders didn't want a reminder. Revolution was useful until it threatened their own power. So Paine went to France to support another revolution. He believed liberty knew no borders. He became a citizen of France. He was even elected to the National Convention. But when the revolution turned violent, and the king faced execution, Paine spoke out, "Do not kill the king." And for that, he was thrown into prison. Labeled an enemy of the republic he supported. A chalk axe was drawn on his cell door. It meant death by guillotine in the morning. But that night, the door had been left open. The X was drawn on the inside. When the door closed, it vanished. By accident or fate, Thomas Paine lived. James Monroe, American diplomat and future president, secured his release. But Paine never forgot that George Washington had done nothing to help. He wrote, "You are a cold, unfeeling man, who has abandoned a dying friend." Paine returned to America. But his final book, The Age of Reason, attacked organized religion. He called churches human inventions set up to terrify and enslave mankind. Even his old supporters turned their backs. England rejected him. France forgot him. America ignored him. He had no country, no party, no sanctuary. He died in 1809, in New York. No honors. No funeral procession. Buried on a small farm. Far from the capitals he once shook with his pen. But words do not rot in the ground. Generations later, his ideas sparked new fires. His belief in reason, freedom, and the common people never quite died. Thomas Paine had no throne, no temple, no home. But he gave us something that outlives them all. Fire. For the rebels. For the misfits. For those who never quite fit in. He lived and died for them.